Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining our daily market outlook on today, the 25th of April 2012. This is Omar Al Fouda. We will start off with looking at our economic calendar at 10 o'clock, which is the current time now in Cyprus. We have the Central Bank of Europe is giving a statement currently about the outlook for the economic conditions. Following that, at 11:30 from Britain, we have GDP figures. We see that the previous reading was minus 0.3% and expectation is at 0.1%. We also have news from America at 3:30, core durable goods orders. Previous reading at 1.8% and the forecast is much lower at 0.6%. And finally, the most important news for today will start from 7:20 to 9:15 p.m. and we have statements and interest rate decisions from America's Central Bank from Bernanke. So that's it from our economic calendar for today. Let's have a look at how the currencies are moving. The euro is still finding difficulty breaking above 32.30, which is the last high we saw since the 12th of April. So for the whole month of April, we didn't see the prices go above 32.00, 32.30. This area is the strongest resistance currently for the rise of the euro. So we need to see a firm candle closing above that level for it to continue its slight uptrend that we have seen ever since the 16th of April when it hit a low of 29.85. The pivot point for today is at 31.60 and we can see that prices are currently trading above that level and they're also trading above the exponential moving average 55, so most likely we're going to continue to see a rise instead of a fall. However, if we see it fall below 31.60, most probably we're going to see another attempt to break 31.00, which it failed to break on the 23rd of April. Below 31.00 we can see previous supports at 30.70, 30.50 and finally the strongest support in case of a repeated downtrend at 30.00. The sterling is in the same state. It's attempting to break its resistance. The strongest resistance for the sterling is at 61.65 currently. It used to be 61.50, but ever since it rose 15 pips above that level during the 24th of April, this will be our new resistance, 61.65. And if we notice on the weekly chart, this is the highest price this currency has been at since 6 months. All indicators still keep pointing up. We see trading above the exponential moving average 55, trading above the pivot point for today 61.00, and momentum indicators still seem to be in buy areas on the 4-hour chart. However, we're beginning to see trading outside of the ascending channel, which means there is some signals that there is some difficulty in continuing to rise. If we see a break of 61.00, our next support will be at 60.70. So the euro and the sterling are trying to rise but are finding difficulty at key resistance levels. Regarding the dollar against the yen and the dollar against the Swiss, we see no clear trends and it's just range trading between key levels that I will mention now. And as a result of this range trading, we see that all indicators are giving conflicting signals. Some of them are giving up signals and others are giving down signals. The dollar against the yen was in a downtrend since the 3rd of April from 82.96 and the lowest price we saw was at 80.25. and currently it's ranging between 81.80, the highest price we saw on the 20th of April, and the lowest price we saw since then was 80.80, so almost a dollar range, which is the lowest price on the 24th of April. We need to see the prices trade above or below these levels for us to get a indication of whether it's going to continue to rise or fall. If it stays between these two levels, then there is no indication at all. But we prefer the up signals, as we see currently trading above the exponential moving average and above its pivot point for today, 81.20. However, we're not getting any clear signals from the momentum indicators. As we can see, the MACD is almost at level 0, so it's not giving a clear signal. And momentum 22 is at almost 100 level, which also doesn't give us a signal. So it's range trading for the dollar against the yen. And like I said, it's also range trading for the dollar against the Swiss. The key levels it's trading between is 91.75, and from below is 90.80. We saw a first attempt to break the 90.80 on the 20th of April, and now it looks like it's going back to that level and trying to break the 90.80 to fall to the next key level, which would be 90.00. We can see from the consecutive lower highs and lower lows that it's in a short-term downtrend ever since hitting a high of 92.50 on the 16th of April, and we can draw a descending trend line to show us this fall. If we see the candle break above this trend line, it could be a first signal that the downtrend has ended and we're going to start going up again. We can see that the exponential moving average 55 and the pivot point for today are at the same level. So we need to see it rise above 91.50 to say that the short-term outlook has changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. So to do a quick overview again of the four currencies, we see the euro and the sterling trying to rise but finding difficulty at key levels. Euro we mentioned 32.30, sterling we mentioned 61.65, and for the yen and the Swiss it's range trading. The yen is between 81.80 and 80.80, and the dollar Swiss is between 91.75 and 90.80. Thank you for listening. We wish you successful trading, and goodbye.